Hello, Our Lady of Greenwood. Welcome to the 3 minutes, one take. I do have to admit it was like 4 takes in Spanish, but I think I got it now. So, brothers and sisters, this weekend we have kind of a special series of things happening. Tomorrow is All Saints' Day, but it's not a holy day of obligation because it's falling close to a Sunday. However, All Souls' Day, November 2nd, a day which we normally celebrate right after All Saints' Day, is going to be celebrated on Sunday. So this Sunday, all of the masses will be dedicated to praying for our loved ones in that they go to heaven, basically. And so Father Thomas Day is going to have some special things available. He's going to have a little casket here, and we're going to bring pictures of our loved ones, and then we offer up the Mass for them. I'd like to offer just a point of clarification. We hear about purgatory, indulgences, and things along these lines. Maybe this helps a little to kind of understand what those are. Purgatory is something that Catholics believe. We believe that when we die, we are perhaps not perfectly oriented or ready to behold the face of God in heaven. And so purgatory is sort of this period or place of purification before we can really behold the face of God. An indulgence, or why we have a Mass dedicated to All Souls' Day, but an indulgence is kind of a prayer that you would pick to do. Sometimes you walk through a door in a holy church, or sometimes it's a type of a rosary, or it's a little litany or something like that. And you would do this prayer. You would pray for the Holy Father. You would go to confession, and then you would go to Mass and receive the Eucharist. And this is an indulgence, which offers, as we say, partial or full remission of sin, of temporal punishment due to sin. Now, here's the kind of cool thing. An indulgence, while we sometimes think of doing them just for ourselves, an indulgence can be offered for your loved one who has died. So if there's someone who has died who you may think might still be in purgatory or need a little extra help, you can actually offer the indulgence for them. All that is to say, it is ultimately in the Eucharist that we encounter our most powerful prayers for our loved ones. And that's what we celebrate on All Souls' Day. The gospel we chose, actually Father Thomas Day chose it, but I'll read just a quick passage. It's from John chapter 6, this is verse 51. Jesus says about the Eucharist, "I am the living bread that came down from heaven. Whoever eats this bread will live forever, and the bread that I will give is my flesh for the life of the world." This is a common theme throughout this passage, that whoever eats the bread of life will live forever. Whoever consumes the Eucharist will live forever. When we consume the Eucharist, when we celebrate the Eucharist together, we are actually not only helping ourselves get to heaven, but we help our loved ones also move closer to heaven who may be in purgatory. You'll even notice in the Eucharistic prayer, every Eucharistic prayer has prayers for those who have died. Brothers and sisters, I just want to also draw your attention to 2 more things. One is tomorrow, this is Friday evening, tomorrow, Saturday, we still celebrate All Saints' Day. It's not a holy day of obligation. So tonight, Friday, we will have a Mass dedicated to All Saints' Day. And tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m., we'll also have an All Saints' Day Mass. We celebrate it as a solemnity, and we put out the relics that we have here at the church. This is a relic of St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, St. Maria Goretti, and St. John Vianney. They'll be here from now until tomorrow evening before the 5:30 Mass for veneration or prayer, whenever you'd like to come into church to do that. And then finally, just a quick reminder, it is daylight savings time change or whatever, so you fall back, I think, is that correct? Which means we get an extra hour of sleep. So yeah, just don't forget to change your clocks, and you don't want to show up to Mass an hour early. All right, that's it. God bless you. Have a good rest of your weekend.